Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge. You know, this music always sounded more like something I would expect to hear out of, say, Shadowgate, and not Castlevania. But, yeah, what do I know? Anyway, we have one last stage to go through here on this opening screen. The Cloud Castle. If I can spoil something, Dracula ain't gonna be waiting at the end of this one. Also, these crows, there is like, I have not yet found a pork chop in this stage. So do not be afraid to waste a couple of hearts on the crows there. Because, well, crows being crows, they can whittle you down fairly quickly. Also, if at any point in time you lose your really good whip here, you may be in trouble at the end. Just saying. So don't lose the whip. They're the enemies that will sap your whip. We want to avoid those as best we possibly can. And my inability to jump on this one moving platform here is not a good sign for the rest of the stage, considering how much of this stage is jumping off of ropes. It's very heavily jumping off of ropes. Also, avoid the holy waters. There are about 3 or 4 of them scattered around the level. The axes are going to be much more useful. Also, jumping here is a very bad idea because you will bump your head on the spikes. So don't jump here if you can avoid it. Or there, anyway, I should say. But when you're near spikes, it's best to just walk off, if at all possible. Also, what we just did there kind of put us beyond the edge of the, or beyond the halfway point of the screen. So you're going to want to walk back and forth to not be walking into a short screen. And if you jump here, you hit spikes, so just fall off the platform. If you accidentally grab the holy water, there's an axe right here if you need it. I don't remember where the rest of the axes are, but they're kind of in your way. Mostly because if I hit them now, they turn into hearts, so I never remember which one it is. Anyway, you saw what these things did. As soon as you jump on them, they move upward. So you're going to kind of want to jump as fast as possible across all 4 of those. And like I said, plenty of those enemies around. Also, you're not going to find... Like I said, I could not find a pork chop on this stage for anything. Now, touching spikes is not instant death, but it will hurt a lot. It'll take half your hit points away. So, yeah, be very careful with this part of it. Be very careful with all parts of it, really, but... Here, it's going to seem funny, but you are going to want to just walk off this platform right here and fall just a bit before you jump over. That's a holy water, by the way, right there, down below us. And then you've got these enemies, which if they hit you, they sap hearts away from you. That one dodged me for an embarrassingly long time. And now comes the fun part of this, because I believe if we go up here, there will be a... Yep, here comes more of this. So jump off of this, and remember, do not jump onto that rope. Walk onto it. And these platforms will not bump you into the ceiling, so don't rush a jump there, thinking you're about to get your head impaled on spikes. Be ready for this guy. Be very careful about dodging those little fireballs. As you know, those are your worst enemy in this game. And you may be wondering why I just didn't find a ROM hack that turned it off, like I did with the first game. That's because at least in this game, they only give you the one enemy that does it, instead of every hit you take ever will do it. This guy, as you land here and wait for the first pair of daggers to harmlessly glide past you, then you walk over here and start doing the little back and forth dance with him. And you should be perfectly fine. Welcome to Evil Room. These gears, if you get sucked into the top or bottom of the gear, they will damage you. Not as much as a regular spike would, mind you. If you have any doubts about how much longer that rope's going to last, just give it an extra second. You got plenty of time, as long as you haven't dawdled too much. A little bit of panic jumping from me there, but... And here's one of the reasons you want the axe. Because not only will it take care of the goddamn plant up there, it will take care of most of the fireballs that it sends after you. Also, I believe here, yeah, here, if you are lacking whip power or anything like that, up there is the hidden room. It is not worth it. If you are at full health and have the axe and have a fully powered up whip, very much not worth it. But what we have now is a series of floating platforms. Also a series of candles that you really aren't going to be able to grab. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't risk it. Also, flickering background in the background. This candle's safe. That candle up there is a goddamn trap. As in, is it holy water? Which would be completely useless to us right now. There's another plant on this platform over here. And with that, we've gotten past all of the nasty traps this game has for us in this stage. And we're about to face the boss. The boss is twin dragons. We're finally going to see skeleton dragons. They're going to launch bones at us. We're going to stay over here where it's perfectly safe, where we duck and we do not get hit by those. We are just going to lob fireballs at this guy until he dies. I don't believe... Okay, that can hit us. I don't believe the one on the bottom can hit us from here with the bones they launch out. The one at the top, they do boomerang back right in your face. But he's not going to last much longer. There we go. And for once, we can actually touch this crystal that pops up here. We can actually touch it. We still can't grab the damn thing, no matter what we try. Not quite enough for an extra man there. But with those 4 castles taken care of, the final area finally pops into view. Just in case you thought the middle of the screen was a bit too empty for your taste. And you're not going to get much more. You're not going to get more text out of this. But we will get the map, very reminiscent of Castlevania 1 on the NES. It's going to show us 2 stages there, but there are 3. So we have finished the initial 4 stages, and now we only have Dracula's castle left to deal with. And deal with it we shall, but not today. Because we are done for today. When we return, oh yeah, it's definitely time to take on Dracula's little lair here. But again, another day. So until then, take care everyone.